I invite you to be seated as I invite our speaker this morning for the testimonial, Goodie Haugland, to come forward.
Good morning. I hope you can all hear me real good. Boy, I'm nervous. And I told Pastor Emily, I says, when I get done, she'll have to cut her sermon in half because I'm pretty long-winded. But first of all, I want to thank the congregation for all they've done for us over the past year. We don't really realize how much you people do for us. So thanks very much. And I'm glad to see all the young people here today. They also, that's the heart of our congregations, our young people. Really great to see you all here. Rub a little elbows and get a few more here. Be real great. Now I'm going to start talking about your pocketbook and my pocketbook and the pastor's pocketbook. It's that time of the year. I want to refer you first to look at the front of the church. The Lord, He's knocking on the door. I think every one of us here at Concordia has opened that door and received Him as our personal Savior. Then He says to us, ask and you shall receive. I think all of us have asked many times and received much in return. The question I want to ask all of us, how much have we returned to Him for what He has given us? As we think about that, I just want to think about or talk about a few things. Drive around the country, see how many churches have closed, lack of membership. Fortuna being the last one. Very sad, folks, very sad. Can it happen in Concordia? I think it could, but not a lack of membership, but the lack of attendance. I'm going to stress that as much as I'm going to stress the financial end, because if we're here in church, we're not going to have any trouble to have the money to operate the church the way it should be operated. And I want to say this too, that we have two of the finest, youngest pastors we could ever ask for right in our midst. The Lord has been good to us. They've accepted the call. And for you young people that are scared to talk to them, I've talked to them many times about concerns. They're the easiest people, pastors, to talk to. You don't have to be afraid of them at all. They're the easiest to visit with, and if you have any concerns holding you from coming to church, that's the thing to do. Come and talk to them. I have my concerns. I've talked to them, and it's just like sitting in the dining room visiting with friends. They're very, very easy to visit with. And you'll feel very good when you leave. And I have to get my thoughts together a little bit here, because I also want to mention this. The lack of membership. I've been a member here at Concordia for 74 years. In the last 2 summers, I've actually been embarrassed when I've come to church to see just 30 or 40 or 50 people here. And we're not going to run a church like we have here at Concordia if we keep that up. I talked to Julie, and we got 389 active members, and we have 444 inactive members. It's been pretty constant over the years. And I've been up here before asking for your money and stuff. But I think if we come to church and attend services like we should, I think the money will be here. You know, we can fill this church up every Christmas Eve, every Easter Sunday, every wedding, but how about the attendance that we should be on Sunday mornings? I think it's sad to see only 30, 40, or 50 people here. Let's think about it. Let's do a little talking amongst people. If there's any concerns, the pastors are willing to listen to them, and I'm sure we can cure them. We've got 389 people. There's no reason we can't have 150 to 250 people at church every Sunday. So if we can have it here on Easter and Christmas, let's have it here now too. I'm 87 years old, folks, and it doesn't make too much difference to me if Concordia isn't here 5 years down the road. But it sure does for my kids, your kids, our grandchildren, great-grandchildren. Let's really be on the ball and keep things going the way we should, and acknowledge that Christ is the most important part. So let's really attend church. That's my point. It's probably more important than the finances. If we attend church, the finances will follow. remember, God is always good to us. So let us be good to him by attending church and following what he has to tell us. Thank you for your time.